Today, we will cover how to fill out the Arkansas Statutory Power of Attorney form. Ensure that the principal fully understands what they are signing. You may need to read the form to the principal. Keep in mind, if they need legal help, they will need to contact an attorney or someone they trust. We will cover important information about a power of attorney that authorizes another person, your agent, to make decisions concerning your property for you, the principal. Your agent will be able to make decisions and act concerning your property, including your money, whether or not you can perform for yourself. The meaning of authority over subjects listed on this form is explained in the Uniform Power of Attorney Act, Arkansas Code Title 28, Chapter 68. This power of attorney does not authorize the agent to make healthcare decisions for you. You should select someone you trust to serve as your agent. Unless you specify otherwise, the agent's authority will generally continue until you die or revoke the power of attorney, or the agent resigns or cannot act for you. Your agent is entitled to reasonable compensation unless stated in the special instructions. This form provides for the designation of one agent. If you wish to name more than one agent, you may designate a co-agent in the special instructions. Co-agents are not required to act together unless you include that requirement in the special instructions. If your agent is unable or unwilling to act for you, your power of attorney will end unless you have named a successor agent. You may also name a second successor agent. This power of attorney becomes effective immediately unless stated in the special instructions. If you have questions about the power of attorney or the authority you are granting to your agent, you should seek legal advice before signing this form. The first blank is where the principal will write their full name. Agent is the name of the principal's chosen person to handle their affairs. Agent's address, complete address. Agent's telephone number, current phone number. If my agent is unable or unwilling to act for me, I name a second person as my successor agent. The successor agent is the second person in line that was chosen to handle the affairs of the principal. Successor agent's address, complete address. Enter the successor agent's telephone number. If my successor agent is unable or unwilling to act for me, I name as my second successor agent. Enter the name of second successor agent. Second successor agent's address. Second successor agent's telephone number. Grant of general authority. I grant my agent and any successor agent general authority to act for me with respect to the following subjects as defined in the Uniform Power of Attorney Act, Arkansas Code Title 28, Chapter 68. Initial each subject you want to include in the agent's general authority. If you wish to grant general authority over all of the subjects, you may initial all preceding subjects instead of initialing each subject. Real property. Tangible personal property, stocks and bonds. Commodities and options. Banks and other financial institutions, operation of entity or business. Insurance and annuities. Estates, trusts, and other beneficial interests, claims and litigation. Personal and family maintenance. Benefits from governmental programs or civil or military service, retirement plans. Taxes. All preceding subjects. Only have the principal to initial theaters they are granting authority. Grant of specific authority, optional. My agent may not do any of the following specific acts for me unless I have initialed the specific authority listed below. Caution. Granting any of the following will give your agent the authority to take actions that could significantly reduce your property or change how your property is distributed at your death. Initial only the specific authority you want to give your agent. Create, amend, revoke, or terminate an inter vivos trust. Make a gift, subject to the limitations of Section 28-68-217 of the Uniform Power of Attorney Act and any special instructions in this power of attorney. Create or change rights of survivorship. Limitation on agent's authority. An agent that is not my ancestor, spouse, or descendant may not use my property to benefit the agent or a person to whom the agent owes an obligation of support unless I have included that authority in the special instructions. Special instructions, optional. You may give special instructions on the following lines. Effective date: the date the principal wants to start. This power of attorney is effective immediately unless I have stated otherwise in the special instructions. Nomination of guardian, optional. If it becomes necessary for a court to appoint a guardian of my estate or guardian of my person, I nominate the following persons for appointment. Name of nominee for guardian of my estate. Nominee's address, nominees. Telephone number. Name of nominee for guardian of my person, nominee's address. Nominee's telephone number. Reliance on this power of attorney. Any person, including my agent, may rely upon the validity of this power of attorney or a copy of it unless that person knows it is terminated or is invalid. Signature and acknowledgement. Your signature date, date you notarize the document. Your name printed, notary name. Your address, notary address. Your telephone number, notary phone number. State of County of Arkansas. This document was acknowledged before me on August 2, 2022 by name of principal. Seal, if any, signature of notary. My commission expires August 16, 2025. Important information for agent. Agent's duties. When you accept the authority granted under this power of attorney, a special legal relationship is created between you and the principal. This relationship imposes upon you legal duties that continue until you resign or the power of attorney is terminated or revoked. You must 1. Do what you know the principal reasonably expects you to do with the principal's property, or, if you do not know the principal's expectations, act in the principal's best interest. 2. Act in good faith. 3. Do nothing beyond the authority granted in this power of attorney, and 4. Disclose your identity as an agent whenever you act for the principal by writing or printing the name of the principal and signing your own name as agent in the following manner. Principal's name, by your signature, as agent. Unless the special instructions in this power of attorney state otherwise, you must also 1. Act loyally for the principal's benefit. 2. Avoid conflicts that would impair your ability to act in the principal's best interest. 3. Act with care, competence, and diligence. 4. Keep a record of all receipts, disbursements, and transactions made on behalf of the principal. 5. Cooperate with any person that has authority to make healthcare decisions for the principal to do what you know the principal reasonably expects, or, if you do not know the principal's expectations, to act in the principal's best interest, and 6. Attempt to preserve the principal's estate plan if you know the plan and preserving the plan is consistent with the principal's best interest. Termination of agent's authority. You must stop acting on behalf of the principal if you learn of any event that terminates this power of attorney or your authority under this power of attorney. Events that terminate a power of attorney or your authority to act under a power of attorney include 1. Death of the principal. 2. The principal's revocation of the power of attorney or your authority. 3. The occurrence of a termination event stated in the power of attorney. 4. The purpose of the power of attorney is fully accomplished, or 5. If you are married to the principal, a legal action is filed with a court to end your marriage, or for your legal separation, unless the special instructions in this power of attorney state that such an action will not terminate your authority. Liability of agent. The meaning of the authority granted to you is defined in the Uniform Power of Attorney Act, Arkansas Code Title 28, Chapter 68. If you violate the Uniform Power of Attorney Act, Arkansas Code Title 28, Chapter 68, or act outside the authority granted, you may be liable for any damages caused by your violation. If there is anything about this document or your duties that you do not understand, you should seek legal advice.